In this environment, Leon, you have to say those numbers do look good, particularly when you're seeing where some of that money came from in Europe, given the troubles that we have seen coming out of that region. So give us a sense of how you were able to do better in such a difficult market.
Yeah, thanks, Godfrey. I think you must sort of pay tribute to our product offering. It's we need to compete with some of the best products in the world, and we've managed to design and develop a South African origin product here that actually is a world beater. So we followed through with infrastructure and technical and aftermarket support, and with a great investment in that arena, and this has enabled us to grow in these developing and developed markets quite substantially over the last couple of years. So yeah, we're actually quite proud of what we managed to achieve.
At the same time, you grow market share in sub-Saharan Africa. Now we know, of course, sub-Saharan Africa is a region that has been growing strongly. Talk to us about the opportunity that you see coming out of that region, and particularly the regions where that money is coming from.
Yeah, thanks, Godfrey. Sub-Saharan Africa has been earmarked as one of the emerging or growth potentials from the world, and I think everyone is focusing on this, and we've definitely seen solid growth out of commodities, copper, coal, gold, diamonds, etc., some of the base metals, and actually quite exciting is the huge infrastructure focus that's been planned for this era, this area, particularly South Africa from an infrastructure perspective. I think it's no secret that big projects have been talked about, and the government has significant plans for infrastructure development in South Africa. But in terms of the mining and commodities, we're seeing some solid growth out of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Zambia, surprisingly Zimbabwe as well, and then not to forget Mozambique as well.
Yeah. So I suppose people are investing into the future, particularly when you talk about countries like Zimbabwe, where we do know that political risk remains heightened. But when you look east, I mean, you look at that swath from Tanzania down Mozambique, the talk around gas and oil sector and the opportunity there must be quite huge.
Absolutely, yeah. We're quite excited about the whole sub-Saharan Africa region. But Godfrey, not to forget West and East Africa as well. We're seeing that sort of the whole globe is focusing on Africa at this stage, and we're well positioned with our product and our infrastructure and our whole value proposition. So we're quite excited about this our continent going forward, and we're just as excited about South Africa going forward.
Yeah. Now, of course, we've pointed this rosy picture, Leon, and I must say then I must expect that, you know, you guys grew earnings per share by 31%, so almost up by a third. Going forward, is that repeatable?
Jeffrey, I can't give any firm forecasts, but we believe we're well positioned for the future. We're not only basing that on the African or sub-Saharan African regions.
Yeah.
There's also developments internationally. Previous markets that we were excluded from will soon be open to us, and I refer to the North and South Americas. And so we also see some significant growth opportunities in those in that territory. And then some Asian markets are also starting to be quite exciting, and I think we'll be focusing on that going forward as well. Last year we've entered Russia, which is also one of the growth markets currently for our main product. So yeah, I think this growth is definitely repeatable, and I think we're well positioned to capture that.
And so I see you're going to take on Caterpillar in its North American market home, as well as, of course, in Asia, where we do know that they've been quite strong. I mean, when you look at the numbers that come out of the likes of Barloworld, they've certainly been growing in that region. It must be tough competition taking them in their home territory.
Jeffrey, it is definitely a formidable component. We'll ensure with our value proposition and our product offering that's designed and manufactured here in South Africa, that we will be able to take them on. We've got a state-of-the-art product. We pride ourselves as what we've achieved as a South African company, and we do not need to stand back for the bigger global boys. I think they all realize that we're not to be smiled at, and that we are a serious competitor, and our results speak for themselves. Our penetration of our core product into the European market, we enjoy market shares in excess of 20% in most European countries, and then in South Africa, sub-Saharan Africa, we enjoy market shares of above 50% in some countries. So really a state-of-the-art product, and backup and technical service, and the whole infrastructure that we developed. So yeah, we'll take them on, Jeffrey.
Absolutely. Like the rest of the world saw from the South African swimmers, your Chadley Close, your Cameron van der Bergs. Do not underestimate South Africans. They are world beaters. Leon Goosen, Group Commercial Director at Bell Equipment, thank you for joining us on the line.